And we're back with another episode of Untold Stories. I'm once again joined by my good friend, Brandon Nathaniel. And this story is regarding our little group called the Super Awesome Friendship Brigade. It's with me and him and Evan and a little girl that we'll call Star Princess. I'm not going to reveal her real name, obviously. But if you want to hit up who Star Princess is, in my 22-year-old loser roast Leafy video, there's a girl at the beginning. That's Star Princess. Just so you know, that's her.
That's literally her.
That's not a person that I made up for the sake of this video. That's an actual person. One of my good friends in real life. Great person, so, Star Princess, if you ever watch this, hey, Star Princess, you're fantastic. Anyways,
let's rewind back to 2014.
Yes.
It was October of 2014.
So
we're in our
October
second year of college, and our final years.
Yeah, because it was a 2-year program. I probably should mention this. Yes, it was 2014. We were in our second year of college. This was a 2-year program, and so at this point, the Super Awesome Friendship Brigade, that had become a thing, and we would, at the time, we would hang out pretty much every Friday.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult because our schedules were so different. Me and Brandon and Star Princess, we went to college. Evan did not. Evan didn't. He was the lucky one. He was the lucky one, so he could pretty much...
He was working at the time, which we're not going to say what it is, but yeah.
He was working, but other than that, he could sleep in whenever he wanted, he could do whatever he wanted, and we'd have to get up early, and it was... I hate him. I hate him for that. But needless to say, we would hang out every Friday. You know, and it was difficult because of our schedules, but we made it work. So we'd hang out every Friday. And so we decided to go to Montana's. Now, if you don't know, Montana's is it's a restaurant chain here in Canada. Really good food. So if you're in Canada, or, you know, if you're in the GTA or whatever, if you have a chance to go to Montana's, go to Montana's. It's great.
Go for their burgers.
Yes, Montana's. Anyways, so we went to a Montana's in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, in the Harmony Plaza. Basically the one with the Best Buy, Walmart, a whole bunch of them.
And the newer houses, too.
Yeah. Very nice city, very nice neighborhood. Anyways, so we decided to meet up to have lunch. You know, just have lunch, typically. The day before that had happened, Star Princess came up to me while I was just, you know, relaxing in front of our magical headquarters, and she asked me what makes me angry. And, you know, it was a random question that just kind of came out. It kind of came up out of the blue, but I answered it, and I explained the things that made me angry. Like, no harm, no foul. I'm like, okay, cool, right? And so I asked her what makes her angry, and she's like, you know, ask me again tomorrow. And I'm like, alright, cool. So, Friday comes along, we meet up at the Montana's in Oshawa, and we're all four just sitting at the table, and I think this was before our food came out, or during the food came out.
This was before our food came out.
Yeah.
Thankfully nobody saw us, which that was good.
Nobody saw what was about to happen. So we're just sitting there talking, just having a grand old time, enjoying life, being adults. You know, it was great. So we're just talking and talking, so I just randomly out of the blue decided to ask her what I want to ask, and I said, hey, what are the things that makes you angry? And I didn't think anything of it, I just thought it was just a small talk between friends. Little did I know the kind of reaction I would get. Now, important thing to note to provide some context behind this, Star Princess she can be very angry at times. She has a very wicked temper. She's a very nice girl, if you get the chance to meet her. She's a really nice girl.
But if you messed around with her, watch out. You want to get on her bad side.
Take our word from it. She's not the kind of person who you want to piss off. She's not the kind of person that you want on her bad side, because you will regret it. I've been on the receiving end of that numerous times. It is not pretty. Just trust us on that.
Evan and I are literally so lucky.
Yeah, I mean, she has quite the wicked temper. She can get angry if she needs to. And I experienced the full brunt of that in this scenario, because she can be very emotional. Anyways, so I think, what makes her angry? And she gets this deadly serious look. And I'm just like, okay, this is weird, but okay, I keep going on. I'm being a smart about it. Okay, like, yeah, what makes you angry? What makes you angry? She takes the butter knives, right? She just starts sharpening them like this, like, and then she starts talking, giving this whole spiel on the types of things that makes her angry, being deadly serious. I'm like, this isn't gonna be good. I'm like, I'm like, she's taking this really seriously. I mean, it's just a simple question. What the fuck is going on here? She just keeps snapping in. Do you really want to know what makes me angry? And I'm just thinking in my mind, we're like, oh, Jesus Christ, this is not going to end well. And then she says, where's your stick figure? I am not kidding. Where's your stick figure? Because at Montana's, this is a really cool thing that they allow you to do. They give you crayons and they allow you to draw on this paper, this large stretch of paper.
You can draw as many as any random things with.
That's one of the best things of Montana's, that they allow you to draw stuff. And so,
I believe Jack Astor's lets you do that too.
I think they do that too.
They do, yes.
I think they do that too as well. Or, I don't think they do. Anyways, regardless. So we're just drawing some stick figures, having a grand old time. She's like, where's your stick figure? And I knew what was going to happen. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where they are. I don't know. I knew where they were. It was under my my plate, but I didn't want to say where it was. I'm like, I don't know. And then she says again, like, where's your stick figure? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where it is.
Thank God nobody gave us weird, dirty looks.
Yeah, and then she looks towards Evan with a deadly serious look, takes the butter knife, and literally stabs through the stick figure, rips it apart, and Evan's face, oh man, I wish I got that on video. It's absolutely hilarious. Sorry, Evan, but you know it's true. But it was hilarious. His face, he was mortified. I'm terrified as fuck. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And you were just like,
I was like,
what's going on? Just rips it apart. Just tears through it.
I was just literally looking around to make sure nobody was like, looking at
us. Nobody saw it. Nobody was watching us. But this was just like, holy shit.
Horrific, to say the least.
It was terrifying. It was like, you know, it's like, you know Jaws when the shark comes out like, Donna, 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 Donna. That was like this. It was like kind of like that fish out of water moment. And she's like, that's what makes me angry. And like, don't ever ask me again, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, cool, no, everything's fine, everything's fine. I mean, the rest of the lunch was fine, but we were all terrified. It was an interesting lunch, to say the least. And I was just trying to ask a simple question, and that happened. I don't think Evan was too pleased that I essentially kind of let him take the fall, that I let his stick figure get destroyed. I'm sorry for that, Evan, but it was between me or you, and I'm sorry, it had to be you. Sorry about that. But, you know, and the rest of the lunch went fine, but afterwards we kind of like, what the fuck just happened? Star Princess. My bad. Right? Sorry. Star Princess, that's kind of when we knew that she had that temper. And, you know, and we joked about it, we laugh about it to this day, but it was just very frightening. Again, what was going through your mind when that had happened?
What was going on through my mind when that happened? Well, what was going on through my mind on what that happened? Like, like I said before, I was literally looking around to make sure nobody was giving us very weird or like dirty looks, thinking, oh, like what's wrong with this person? Yeah, stuff like that. You know, like I was just looking around.
Yeah, and I think you kept trying to tell her to calm down.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I told her to calm down.
Like, and she's really mad about it. And to be fair, like, she has this really dark past. Again, we're not going to get into that because personal reasons, but we kind of understood at that point because she had told us and we were aware of it. But, you know, because up until that point, really, she was mostly a very sweet and innocent woman for the most part. She's very nice. And that was really the first time, at least that we can think of, that we kind of saw that other side of her. Yeah. Again, that is something that I will never forget. That's one of the funnier memories. Again, looking back, we can kind of laugh on it, but at the time, it was not a laughing matter at all. It was, like, very frightening.
We could just look back and laugh at it just for a bit of a nostalgia, to say the least. Yeah,
like, she, again, she went from 0 to 100 real quick. She literally turned into the Incredible Hulk. What else can I say? It was a complete disaster.
Or a close call.
It was a close call, yeah, but it was a funny story, too. Thankfully, it was only a butter knife. It wasn't a real knife. God forbid God forbid what would have happened if it was a real knife. We might not even be here to tell the story. So
if it literally would have been like a actual real knife, like a really sharp, like one of those kitchen knives that you would see has like cutting, then that's a different story.
Yeah, but don't get us wrong. Star Princess is a fantastic person, a great woman.
And no disrespect to her or anything, but she's great.
No, great, yeah. And we're not just saying that because we're friends with her and we're in a group with her. And we're not just saying that to save our own faces in case she ever finds this video and decides to, lynch us in the back alley or murder us. But no, she's a great person, legitimately. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have to say for that story. This is ThatKidDouglas, aka the Unhero.
And this is Brandon Nathaniel, aka Big B217.
Signing out. Deuces. Stay frosty and keep it weird. Cue and outro sequence now.